Why does stress cause depression? By Gary Berge. Please watch video 1 in the series called The Science Behind Stress to understand the full impact of stress on the body. What happens in depression? Because of prolonged, chronic, excessive stress, the body stays in a continuous state of fight or flight. The body sustains high levels of adrenaline and cortisol and causes the limbic system to stay engaged. The prefrontal cortex is reduced in its functions, allowing fear-based memories from the hippocampus to enter your thoughts and become consumed with fear. The hippocampus is no longer able to reappraise situations, preventing the ability to assess the situation and figure out what to do. You start to have chronic, constant anxiety, and because cortisol levels are high, it disrupts the circadian rhythm and your sleep. The onset of depression is brought on by external stressors, but eventually the stressors become internal because stress hormones are high, the prefrontal cortex is offline, and the limbic system remains engaged. When you stay in the stress state of fight or flight, the body starts to reduce the release of dopamine to conserve energy by going into an energy conservation mode. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a major role in the reward motivator behavior and your sensations of pleasure. Reducing dopamine means reducing the pleasure feelings of eating, sex, socialization, and physical activity. This dysregulated state is no longer due to external stress. The external stress started the cycle, but now the mind is creating its own stress. Even if you try to reduce your external stressors, you're producing so much of the stress yourself that you can't break out of the cycle, and it's hard to escape. Reframing is when you realize this dysregulated state is due to physiology and not due to some personal weakness or character flaw. Willpower alone will not break the cycle. Saying to someone who's experiencing depression that you've got to make a bigger effort not to be depressed will only exacerbate the problem and add to their negative self-talk, feelings of helplessness, and despair. Finding strategies that help you feel calm is the first step in recovery from depression. Once the body finds calm, the limbic system's turned off, and the prefrontal cortex gets turned on, allowing for effective appraisal and response. The body begins to restore itself, allowing for homeostasis to return. Fear-based memories subside, energy is restored, and desire to socialize and become physically active return. Please watch videos 3 to 8 in this series, which explain the Shanker 5 steps of self-regulation and help you to restore your energy levels and feelings of well-being.